My name is Maria Tarsouli. I'm an architect, and I've been involved in a project called Place Shapers.
It's called Place Shapers.
Place Shapers is an initiative to bring young students into the world of architecture, to get them to know their community better and to possibly change something in the community, to make it better really.
I'm Cara. And I'm Aoife. And we're doing the Place Shapers project. And we're looking around Skerries and we're going to see if we can change the function of an area.
We're investigating different places in Skerries and shaping them ourselves. And it's different to everything else you do in school. That's all school related, and this has nothing to do with the school. It's more to do with the town, and you get to see different parts of the town that you never really thought about in detail before, and you get to kind of put your own ideas out there and see what you can do with them.
Transitional year students are working together with architects to develop ideas for their own town. So we try to give them the tools, but step back and allow them to tell us what they want, what are their views for their town, what they think works, what they think needs to be improved. And in phase one, we spend a lot of time observing and analyzing the town of Skerries. What we'd like you to do is gather information so we can bring all the information together and relate them to our map. And hopefully we will have a better understanding of the town of Skerries, and that could hopefully inspire us and give us ideas of what you'd like to do. Yeah?
We went down to the Martello Towers and we looked at the site that we're going to be working with.
Well, this is, I suppose, the final part of the head, as it's called in Skerries, and there's many people that would walk this day in, day out, from early morning till evening.
Beside Martello Tower is a huge big grey wall. It's just an ugly grey wall that nobody uses really in Skerries.
It's actually a very, very ugly spot at the moment, and I would dearly love to see something done with it.
It's beside the sea, so there's a very nice view. If you get nice weather, it's a very nice place to be. But that wall just, affects the atmosphere really of that area.
It's a huge blank spot, a dead blank spot. So anything.
We need something to attract the eye for people when they go to walk.
Yeah, it would be fabulous, wouldn't it? A real eye catcher.
We did loads of measurements of dimensions and stuff, and came up with ideas of what we want to actually do with the place. And then we came back to the school and we designed different ideas and talked about them in groups, and now we're actually making models of what we want to do.
We're trying to think about different types of seats we could put onto the wall. One of our ideas was to create different seating areas along the wall and looking out at the view. So we're looking at different shapes and different levels we can put them at all around the wall.
Skerries students worked in groups to develop 3 design proposals, and we're organising an outdoor exhibition to display the design ideas on site and discuss the project in public. This will give us the opportunity to get direct feedback from people in Skerries and, importantly, to show local residents and community leaders that young people can make a valuable contribution to the decisions that shape their communities.
This is our last day of thinking of our ideas, so we really need to cement them and finalise what we want to do and how we want to do it.
This is our design for kind of a... What's it called?
Pleasure.
No, what's it called?
Pleasure.
No, what's this?
Not pavilion.
It's called a pavilion, and it's kind of like a shelter that we're going to place up near the head where it's always sunny, and there's a place for a picnic area.
We all came up with an idea of like a hill like that, and then like benches underneath and like seating place on top.
We are making these squares, and they're going to be like seats or tables that you can sit on and look at the view out to the sea.
The materials we would have used would have been basic, so they could show off the object or something that related to Skerries, a symbol of Skerries. And then in other times we wanted just to have a seat with a view, so we might have something to frame that view, so that would be as basic as possible, so your focus is on the view. And then we also wanted to use transparent material so that it would capture the view better. So that means that we have the basic material to disguise the ugly wall, and then the transparent material to show off the view that you're looking at when you're sitting there.
So basically we made this place so it'll be available to people of Skerries, and people come to Skerries to like basically relax and look at the view of the sea, and I don't know, eat a bit of food, spend some time with family, friends, you know, and also it makes the area a lot more interesting. Like all there was there before was a big grey wall, now we have hopefully this.
We've chosen our best ideas so far, and we're going to work on them more to perfect them.
We hope that like we will be able to display these and show the people of Skerries what we've done.
We hope it'll be a nice addition to Skerries. Sorry.
God, that's amazing.
So much called public user survey.
Okay, Skerries, your design proposal then. Wheelchairs can go on it and see the view, and then underneath it is seating.
A flowing chair. This is here, yeah.
Oh yeah, good people. Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
There's nowhere in Skerries that young people can like sit in and just sit down and talk without buying something there, and young people wouldn't have the money to just buy a coffee like every day.
From day one, I've seen kind of the thought process, the way they explored the area, they decided on the site location, they had to come up with ideas, they had to come up with the models, and I'm very proud of them, I have to say. They've done a great job.
It's bigger, better and shinier than we ever thought it would be. What I've really enjoyed is seeing them kind of grow through the project and give their presentations with such confidence back both in the school and in public like this. That's a really genuine public engagement through because of their own in-depth participation is what I love seeing.
that's really, you can see that working here today.
My name is Hugo Michael Nuke, and I'm currently attending Luttrellstown Community College.
I'm Ross, I'm a student at the Luttrellstown Community College.
And I'm taking part in the project Place Shapers.
We're looking at our area and thinking about how we can improve it. And we're learning all about architecture, and there's filmmaking in with it as well.
I joined this program because I would like to make the area to look much better, and that's it.
I'm Fingal Cashel. I'm Previda of Colostra Public Ballia Luttrell. Luttrellstown Community College was dearly needed in the area because Dublin 15 has a huge population. So the Place Shapers project, when it came along, I immediately wanted us to get involved in it because it's a way of putting shape on where you live. It's a wonderful opportunity for them to work with a filmmaker, to work with two architects. It's not something that they get an opportunity to do.
Well, part of the reason I actually wanted to do this because it was something really interesting I've never done before, so I really want to learn new stuff about architecture, and I want to hopefully make a change that's going to be look really good.
What I personally like to get out of this project is to gain more understanding of my area and how things are done, and look at things from a different perspective. And from there also to add something that will make our area look more appealing as well.
I hope to get a good understanding of architecture because it's one of the careers that I might want to pursue. And I want to see what it's like to be in that career and the job and what it all takes.
I do enjoy the project because it just gives me a way to kind of try to solve the problems in this area, and I think it's a really good idea because it's not only me, it's actually many people that have the same problems as me in these areas. It's just a way to help them and myself in the same time.
I'm just trying to make a movie of it. We are gonna go around the area and look for the things that there is, places for hanging out, and then we are just gonna look around.
Well, we're all sitting in a bus. It's a very horrible, wet, windy day. We've come down to a park in Porterstown with 10 Luttrellstown students.
I'm looking at the boundaries because this area has like many different types of boundaries, and this stops people from going around the place. So I'm just trying to figure out a way for people to get easy access. Right now I'm thinking to design some kind of steps or a ramp that help people just get up to the boundary or fence level, and then it would help them get over it and get down on the other side of the fence. So I'm trying just to get the easiest way to solve the problem.
So we're going to come up with some ideas, some temporary designs, and have an event here and create a discussion about the types of things that are needed, because this type of neighbourhood could be anywhere in any suburb of Dublin or Ireland.
What do you hope now will happen with this project? Good?
I don't think it's gonna work.
You don't think it's gonna work?
Do you have to think about that?
Why?
As well.
You could put up like
Because
brochures
I think
in the library,
many
so like
people
everyone that
are
goes in.
Yeah, we could have little ads.
going to go against it.
So make a note of
Like
all these
who?
different
People in the area.
advertising.
Why?
That looks very like the seat of a bus.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, but I mean, it's comfortable. Think of that.
So you think it's going to fail?
It might be. It depends on the people.
What if 50-year-old couple is not on Facebook?
We identified permeability in the local area as an issue worthy of further exploration.
By chance, we met an official council committee who shared our concerns and were interested to hear about our design solutions. We were then invited to present to the Greater Blanchardstown Initiative in the council chamber on Grove Road.
There are lights there, but the trees are quite big, and eventually to how you would work that. I know there was a planning application a couple of years ago. Good morning. Hello. Just yesterday. Yeah, it's just street view area.
I'm Julie Clark and I work in Fingal's Arts Office. Rachel Macquarie is the Education Curator in the Irish Architecture Foundation. We have Sarah Burney from Driat, the Youth and Education Officer in Driat. We have the Principal of Luttrellstown Community College, Fingal Newcastle, isn't that right? With us today. We have architect Robert Bourke and Kate Dowling with us too, and the students who formed the working group of clay shapers.
Hello, my name is Aoife, and here I'll show you three main areas which we talked about during the project. Here we have the residential area, which is where the majority of us live, and then we have the new site for the new school, which we will attend in September. And then here we have the Riverwood Park, where most of us spend our free time. We came up with three different designs with teenagers in mind to reduce this congestion and at the same time add another layer of routes so that they're more direct to our destinations.
So, for instance, if you wanted to get outside the gate, instead of having to walk all the way around the estate to the main entrance, it will be easier to just walk up the side, go across the platform, and come down on the other side, which will reduce the amount of time that it takes.
So you've got a slide on both sides?
Yeah. And there's a ladder which will help you to get up, and you can land and you can get onto the platform and then drop down and get down on the other side. Yeah, if you picture it this way, like pretend that this is river.
But do you you have a ladder down this side as well.
You need to get the first granny going down the slide.
I want nobody looking at me, but I'd say, okay, well,
The grey one is into the state. Basically, that's what it is.
I think it was a good conversation because everyone gave their opinions. I didn't think we were gonna come here in Fingal County Council and talk about this. So
We're very impressed with the level of work that the students have put in. They've picked up some things from us. We've definitely picked up some things from them. It's been a wonderful learning exercise.
Do you think it will work now, or have you changed your opinion?
Yeah, I think it will work. But I hope it will work. So yeah.
It's also surprising when during the presentation, one of the first points was the permeability, something like that. And that was the topic that we were addressing, so really good.
And what do you want to happen now? What would you like to happen next?
Make the things that I did.
Make it real.
Yeah, make it happen.
we're building a slide, well, 2 slides actually.
When you'll see it later on as it develops, that you'll be able to climb up one side and slide down the other, and it's a creative response to a serious issue, and we hope that this will generate a bit of discussion in the area with the local community and the residents.
What was I saying at the moment? 3.35.
3.35.
Right? Okay, lift. Up. Lift. Up. Watch your hands, Ross. Watch your hands, Hugo. Yeah. Drop. Okay, you two go outside. Slowly. Okay, now. Up you go, lad.
Brilliant.
That makes sense.
Why did you embark on it, and what do you hope to achieve from it?
I embarked on it because I had an interest in architecture, and it was like a once in a lifetime.
I mean, if this was just an ordinary town, all those streets would be open. We just walk through the street.
There is a very important opportunity that the kids identified as being sufficiently away from people's private domiciles.
3, 2, 1. One, 2, 3.
There you go. Yeah.